Another quarter has passed and it's time for another one of our crypto industry reports. Today's video will highlight the most important insights from the report, so without further ado, let's dive right in. As usual, we'll start with the overall market landscape, starting with the spot market. Total crypto market cap ended Q3 right about where it started, just 1% lower, though it was hardly without its ups and downs. The main scare this quarter was on August 6th, when the BOJ hiked interest rates by 25 basis points, spurring the unwinding of the yen carry trade. If you'd like to learn a bit more about that, you can watch our previous news update from mid-September. Notable performers this quarter include SUI and Tau, which leapfrogged into the top 30 by market cap. Now, here's a notable quarter for relative crypto dominance. Bitcoin continued its climb in dominance by 2.7% to reach 53.6%, mainly at the expense of ETH dominance, which fell by 3.6%. As we mentioned previously in our news reports, this metric is one worth watching, as it can be a good indicator for when risk-on behavior returns, which is when altcoins thrive. We have a full video on Bitcoin dominance, which you can check out after you're done with this video as well. For a bullish metric, while the market overall has been holding steady, the stablecoin market has actually been growing. This is pretty bullish, as it indicates capital inflow and a sustained interest in the space, despite the rather bearish and fearful sentiment that we've been experiencing over the last half year. There was also no shortage of notable events this quarter. Mt. Gox starting repayments and the recent deadline extension to complete repayments up till next year, multi-$100 million hacks, the start of US ETH ETF trading, Telegram CEO Pavel Durov's arrest, the BOJ hiking rates, and of course the Fed cutting rates by 0.5%. There were also multiple developments from crypto projects, Aave's fee switch proposal, the continued rise of Telegram tap-to-earn games, the launch of Babylon Bitcoin staking platform, meme coin shenanigans, the reveal of Sony's L2 Sonium, MakerDAO rebranding to Sky, and more. Another notable development was prediction markets, which saw skyrocketing interest and activity pretty much entirely because of the US elections. This video is brought to you by BingX, a leading crypto exchange with over 10 million users worldwide. BingX offers spot, derivatives, copy trading, and asset management. In 2024, BingX proudly became Chelsea FC's principal partner. Okay, moving on to Bitcoin. As mentioned earlier, Bitcoin dominance rose significantly this quarter, but similar to market cap, it stayed essentially flat at a 0.8% climb, meaning altcoins were bleeding while Bitcoin maintained its valuation. The mining sector continued to make all-time highs in terms of hash rate after seeing the first down quarter in Q2 after 2 years. This is despite miner profitability reportedly decreasing this quarter. Miners are also continuing to develop their AI-related capacity, while Russia has now legalized mining as well amidst US sanctions. As for Bitcoin's performance against other major asset classes, it was outshone by pretty much all else due to its marginal increase. Gold stole the spotlight with its 14% climb in Q3 and is up about 30% year to date, probably thanks to fears of economic slowdown and rising tensions in the Middle East. To further support underlying bullishness, US spot Bitcoin ETF inflows were actually larger in Q3 than Q2, totaling in at $4.3 billion, making the total value of assets under management at just over $58 billion. This quarter also saw the rise of Bitcoin staking, as well as the continued growth of the Bitcoin Layer 2 ecosystem, which started mainly in Q2. This quarter hasn't been kind to ETH's price, however, which fell by 24%. One ray of light is that though activity on mainnet has decreased, this could well be due to the migration of activity onto L2s, which is their intended purpose for scaling Ethereum. Meanwhile, while its spot ETF, which saw a good debut, has underperformed and has seen net outflows so far. ETH ETFs are currently about 12% the size of AUM under Bitcoin ETFs. Onto the NFT market, things are not looking good, at least not yet, if you're optimistic. Trading volumes have continued to dwindle in Q3, dropping by over 60% compared to spot token trading, which only saw a slight decline. There were some interesting developments this quarter when it comes to exchanges. While trading volume on centralized exchanges dropped by about 15% to about 3 trillion, there was a notable reshuffling in market share. Binance remained dominant, however, its market share dropped to its yearly low of 38%. The last time it had dipped below 40% was over 2 years ago in January 2022. This market share was lost mainly to Crypto.com, which suddenly jumped from being the 9th largest exchange to 2nd place. Meanwhile, for DEXs, trading volume saw a smaller decrease of about 10%, and this trend is similar to what's happening with Binance, as it's also losing some market share. Uniswap, the #1 DEX, was impacted as well, with its market share dropping below 40% for the first time since June 2021. Within the DEX space, Ethereum remained the top place for trading, however now consistently has under 40% of the market share. This share has been taken up by Base, which saw its trading volume grow by over 30% despite the downtrending market. Solana is also worth mentioning, which continues to command over 20% of the market in Q3 with an average of 21.5 billion of volume in September. Well, that's all for this video. Which insight did you find the most important? Let us know in the comments below. And also, for all the nitty-gritty details, you can find our full report linked in the description below as well. See you in the next one. Bye.